Alright, Howard County Observer here. Just following up on my little audit that I just did of a private business. I realize people don't really like audits of private businesses, but I feel that it's important because a lot of private businesses have the ability to rip you off. And what's your only recourse? Court. And I don't trust court systems. I don't know about you. I want to trust court systems. I do. But I don't. And they kind of made it that way. Police officers, I want them to be the good guys. And I think you do too. But a lot of times they violate our rights, and their whole point in being there is to keep everyone from violating each other's rights. And that gives them the ability to come and violate our rights, even if we didn't violate someone else's rights. And I feel like that's kind of wrong. Not kind of, it's wrong. If there's no victim, it's really hard. I can understand a police officer coming up and saying, hey, you can't park there, or telling you that you're breaking the law, you need to move it along, or something along those lines. But when they start lying about things and saying things that are untrue, they're no longer the good guys. We the people. And we're above them. I hate to be like, I'm your boss. It's not the point here. But we have no choice in paying their salaries. All public servants. And they need to treat us right. And I believe private companies need to treat us right too. Without us, none of those places would exist. They can't make a business without the people. And anyway, I understand that people don't really care for private businesses to be audited. But if you don't record what's going on, then you're going to, and they do something wrong to you, it's going to end up being a he said, she said thing. And if you don't have video evidence of what happened, is the court going to side with you? Probably not. So, the place kind of did me wrong last time. I'm not saying that they caused my tire to break one of the bands inside of it, what I call a radial. But it's kind of odd that I went to go see because I had a tire that kept going low about once every 2 weeks. And I thought maybe I might have a nail in it that I couldn't see, or a screw or something. And I wanted to get it repaired if it was there. And it took them an hour and 10 minutes. They slow walked me. All because I made a comment about our rights. It was just a joke, not a joke about our Fourth Amendment right. We do have that. But it was just, I was like, you realize that's a Fourth Amendment right violation. And the guy got butthurt about it, and he said, well, you could take your business elsewhere. Well, he's right, but why would that comment strike that as, does he have something against our rights? I'm fighting for his rights too. I'm fighting for everybody's rights. And that's this country, the United States of America. We have rights here. And private companies, that doesn't give them the ability to just take our rights away. The police get to take our rights away. Private businesses get to take our rights away. Our workplaces take our rights away just by signing up to work for them. There's something wrong with this, guys. But I'm trying to work through it. I'm not going to go into the workplace thing. We lose our rights, a lot of our rights, when we decide to work for a private company. But a private citizen shouldn't have their rights taken away just because they want to do business with a private company or a franchise. As he was saying, their business is a franchise, but it doesn't change anything. It's not publicly funded, so he could tell me to leave at any time, and there's nothing I could do about it. And I'm glad that they did a good job of not disrespecting me in any way. I hope that they realize I wasn't trying to disrespect them in any way. I'm just there to make sure they do things right, and we can't be screwed over. We shouldn't be screwed over by private companies. That's all I'm trying to get at. We the people. And this isn't going to be the last First Amendment audit I do of a private company. I've done a few government things. I never pushed anything really hard. And those were just my warm-ups. And people want to make fun of my videos. Well, yeah, maybe I don't have great camera skills or whatever. I don't have very good equipment. I'm going to try and change that. I will never be able to do this full time unless for some reason I lose my job or something. And it's going to be occasional. I'm not looking to be popular. It's all about our rights. And we need to stand up. A lot of people, I've never had anyone be able to tell me about the 5 aspects of the First Amendment. Those are our basic rights. And no one seems to understand them or know them. And I find that to be just, it's not good. We all need to know our rights. And if we don't, they're going to be taken advantage of. So, that's all I have to say for right now. Thumb up if you like this video, I guess. If you don't, thumb down, even though you can't see it anymore unless you get a special plug-in. And feel free to comment, subscribe if you want. I don't have that great of content right now. And I do have something coming up here very soon. That's going to test our limits a little more. And it is going to involve a private company. But I'm not even going to go... I have no intentions of even going onto the property. I'm going to stand out in front of their business and tell the public what they did to me. The little sign. It's going to be a big sign, hopefully. But I have to go buy all that stuff and make it. And hopefully the police, when they're called, because I'm sure they will be called. I'm not positive, but they may be called. And if they do, then the First Amendment audit will begin. And hopefully they will respect my right, your right, to be able to do what I was doing, or what I'm planning on doing. I don't know when that's going to happen. I work a lot of hours, and sometimes I don't have time to do this kind of thing. I know on my way to Tire Barn, I saw a police officer pull somebody over. The guy was recording him. I loved it. I wanted to stop and help him out and record with him. But I also got to get my tire fixed. I wish I could just stop and do that kind of thing all the time. But with a wife that's a stroke victim, it makes it very difficult. My freedom is very important. Freedom from being put in a dungeon and put in torture cuffs and whatever you want to call them. Anyway, I've went on long enough. I have no intentions of making these videos real long, but here soon I'm going to do this other audit, and then I might even copy a few auditors myself. So, and I hope they have some respect for me for emulating them. I watch First Amendment audits all the time, and I go and I look up the things that they're talking about and see if what they're saying is true. Use the internet and research things often, and sometimes I find things that work, and then in the comments sections of YouTube, you got people arguing and everything. Debating is what I like to call it. I like debate better. I love debate. I love debating with people. But you know, sometimes people say things and it makes you wonder, wait a minute, maybe I was wrong about this. And you go look it up, and sometimes you find, no, they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. And other times you find out they were right, and you change your opinion. Opinions change. 5 years ago, I wouldn't say I knew everything I know now, and I have YouTube to thank for that. But researching is really what made things happen. But YouTube videos basically got me to go look at that stuff. So I'm not a YouTube auditor or a YouTube lawyer or whatever they want to call it. I'm no attorney by any means. I have a vast vocabulary, but some of the words I try to use people don't seem to understand, so I try to keep it simple. And, well, that's all I have to say. You guys have a great day. Have a good one.